Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10 dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10 dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's mostly just talking big. Don't expect him to go far in his career. He might impress you with clever ideas and fancy words, but when it comes to working hard and sticking to tasks, he struggles. You may hear big promises, but he rarely follows through.
Can he bounce back from failure?
He's much more likely to break down than bounce back when things go wrong at work. Instead of handling stress calmly, he gets upset easily and may react by blaming others, withdrawing into himself, or just giving up. Don't expect him to stand strong or solve problems on rough days.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
It's tough for him to win respect or friendships at work. He struggles to get along because he doesn't show much kindness or patience, and he can be quite rude or sharp when stressed. People may find him hard to work with and keep their distance.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
He's more likely to feel insecure than proud if you succeed in your career. Your achievements might remind him of what he's not doing, and instead of cheering you on, he may become distant or act sulky. Sometimes he could behave as if you've made things harder for him, not better.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, he will likely feel insecure and may secretly resent you if you earn more than him. Instead of taking pride in your success, he may see it as a threat or a reminder of his own struggles. It's not about your actions, it's about how he feels inside.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He doesn't handle money very carefully and may spend without thinking things through. You'll notice sudden purchases or careless decisions, and he likely finds it hard to plan or stick to a budget. When bills or financial problems come up, he may feel trapped or just avoid dealing with them.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's more likely to pretend to be richer than he really is. He may spend on flashy things or show off even if he doesn't have enough saved up just to keep up appearances. You might find yourself worrying about unpaid bills or hidden debts.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He isn't very open handed or kind. In fact, he can be quite tight with both money and his attitude. When it comes to helping others, don't expect much warmth or generosity. He's usually focused on himself. Even with small things like sharing or giving gifts, he tends not to go out of his way.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's more likely to be secretive and a bit controlling when it comes to money. Don't expect open talks about spending, saving, or debts. He may hide things or avoid sharing details with you. If you ask about money, he could get defensive, change the subject, or only tell you part of the truth.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to think housework is only your job, not something to be shared. Don't expect much help with chores around the home, and he probably won't volunteer to cook, clean, or take care of small tasks unless pushed. This attitude can quickly leave you feeling tired and unappreciated, doing more than your fair share.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's much more likely to help by just supervising you from the sidelines rather than actually getting his hands dirty. Don't expect him to pitch in with cooking, cleaning, or changing diapers. Instead, he may watch, pass comments, or even tell you how to do things better without lifting a finger himself. This can be draining, especially when you need real support.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's much more likely to argue just to prove he's right instead of trying to understand your side. When you share your feelings or concerns, he often defends himself or challenges you, turning small talks into big arguments. Be honest with yourself about how much patience and empathy you need from a partner.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's likely to say hurtful things or act in ways that feel aggressive rather than staying respectful. You might hear sharp words, mean remarks, or even see him slam doors or walk out without warning. This kind of behavior can deeply hurt you and make your home feel unsafe.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly, often over small things. Instead of taking a deep breath and handling problems calmly, he may lash out or lose control before you even know what went wrong. This is a big red flag. Don't brush it aside, hoping he will change with time or effort.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and take responsibility. Instead, he often blames you when things go wrong. If you have an argument or he makes a mistake, expect him to point fingers or give excuses rather than admit he was wrong. You may feel like you're always the one apologizing, even when it's not your fault.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He's not very good at respecting boundaries and may struggle to accept that no means no. If you say you're uncomfortable or need space, he might push back, make you feel guilty, or ignore your wishes. This can be emotionally exhausting and might leave you feeling unsafe or pressured.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's the kind of man who takes it personally when you're not in the mood for intimacy. Instead of understanding your feelings or respecting your need for space, he might react with hurt, annoyance, or coldness. This can make you feel guilty or pressured even when you're just being honest about your mood.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You might find it hard to trust him to handle private moments with care. If he gets upset or wants to win an argument, he could bring up personal things you shared, making you feel exposed or embarrassed. This can shake your confidence and make you feel unsafe sharing your heart.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's easily distracted by other women and may find it hard to stay faithful. You could notice him flirting, paying attention to others, or acting distant when things aren't perfect between you. If you treasure trust and commitment, you might feel anxious or insecure with him.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he can act over possessive, often showing jealousy, controlling behaviors, or constant suspicion. You may find him questioning your friendships, wanting to know where you are all the time, or getting uneasy if you talk to other men. He might try to control your choices, check up on you often, or get upset over little things.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, for him, what may seem like protective behavior is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He might say he's looking out for you, but his actions are often about keeping you in check, wanting to know where you are, making decisions for you, or questioning your choices. Genuine care lets you grow and feel safe, while control makes you feel small and watched.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will expect you to do most of the work and won't see parenting as a team effort. When it comes to raising kids, he's likely to step back and leave you with the main responsibilities, whether it's schoolwork, discipline, or caring for their daily needs. This can leave you feeling tired and alone in your parenting journey.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's likely to lose his temper instead of staying calm. Small mistakes or emotional outbursts can quickly frustrate him, and he may respond with sharp words, anger, or by withdrawing from the situation. This isn't healthy for a child's confidence or family peace.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He's unlikely to truly support your role as both a mother and your own person. Most of the time, he'll expect you to handle family duties alone and may not encourage or celebrate your dreams, hobbies, or career outside the home. This can leave you feeling invisible and unappreciated for all that you do.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might seem okay with your career at first, but could later ask you to quit once you have a child. At the beginning, he may act supportive or avoid the topic, but as soon as parenting starts, he's likely to expect you to give up work and stay home. His lack of real teamwork or encouragement can leave you feeling trapped or guilty for wanting your own goals.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He's more likely to just act polite on the surface rather than show real warmth to your parents. Visits may feel formal and stiff, with him saying basic greetings but not truly engaging or building a bond. Genuine relationships need real effort, not just manners. So pay attention to whether he's really opening his heart. He's more likely to expect your family to adjust for him rather than trying to fit in himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
He's more likely to make things worse rather than handle it calmly when your family creates stress or interferes. Instead of staying patient or helping to ease tension, he might get irritated, respond with anger, or even withdraw completely from the situation. This can take a toll on your peace and your relationship with both him and your family.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might seem modern and easygoing with you in private, but expect you to act like a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. At home or when alone, he may let you be yourself or make liberal jokes. But once family or guests are around, pressure to dress, behave, and speak properly will quickly appear. This double standard can leave you feeling confused and trapped between two worlds.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
He's likely to stay out of it or even side with them instead of supporting you when there's tension with his family. You may find yourself handling stressful situations alone while he avoids taking a stand or blends into the background. Support from your partner is important, especially in tough times.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
Yes, he's likely to be a mummy's boy and will rarely choose your side in a conflict with his mother. When disagreements happen, he often prefers to keep his mother happy, even if it means leaving you feeling unsupported or misunderstood. This can make it hard for you to feel valued and respected in the relationship.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share every detail of your fights and private life with his mother or sister. He may talk about arguments, personal struggles, or even your secrets, instead of keeping those moments between just the two of you. Such habits can break trust and cause more problems, making it hard to build a strong and safe bond.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Being in a relationship with this man in and day out can feel like you're always alone. Even when he's right there, you may find yourself doing most of the emotional and practical work, carrying family duties, and handling problems by yourself.